Today, down in Florida, white boy Rick, also known as Rick Wershe, will be finally walking free from prison after nearly 32 years.
32 years. He was only 14 years old when the FBI right here in Detroit recruited him as a highly paid informant. He helped put a number of drug dealers and even corrupt cops in prison. Then at the age of 17, Wershe himself was sent to prison for selling cocaine. A life sentence. Over the years, all of those criminals, though, that did their time have been released while Wershe still remained behind bars. According to Wershe's attorney, he does plan to come back to his hometown here in Detroit when he is released. Rick Wershe's past and long fight for freedom is not just big news for us here in Detroit as a local story, but this story has played out in national headlines all across the country. In 2018, there was a movie made about his life called White Boy Rick. And joining me live to talk more about Wershe is Scott Bernstein. He is a organized crime historian and a true crime author from right here in Detroit. He's covered this story for many, many years, as have we, and even a consultant for the movie as well. So, Scott, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me, Rhonda.
This is a big day. You've obviously stayed in touch with Rick Wershe over the years. Talk about the significance of today and the long fight to get here.
Well, I think today is a great day for truth, a great day for justice, it's a great day for vindication. 32 years and really way overdue for him to be coming out. And I know that there are still a number of people that are still alive that have, conspired, frankly, to keep him in there for the rest of his life. And I don't know how those people wake up every day and look themselves in the mirror, but they're still alive and well. And today isn't a good day for them, I'll tell you that. This is a day that they've tried to prevent from happening for 32 years.
So help us understand.
I would like to think that although justice moves slowly, ultimately it prevails, and today it's prevailing.
Help us understand why this is so overdue. Why is Rick Wershe's case in this initial life sentence, why has it played out this way when for so many for the same type of crime were released a lot sooner?
Well, because contrary to popular belief, Rick was not brought down on a kingpin statute. He wasn't brought down on a racketeering statute. He wasn't brought down on a CCE, a continuing criminal enterprise. Rick was arrested when he was 17 years old on a routine traffic stop where they found cocaine. And that, under the law at that time, was supposed to cost him the rest of his life, which is just ridiculous. Then when you put into you add in the factors of all the mitigating circumstances, considering that he was recruited out of 8th grade and turned into a drug dealer. The U.S. government actually created the persona that is White Boy Rick. He helped make countless amount of cases against both good guys and bad guys. The DEA called him the most important informant in the history of the DEA office in Detroit. He helped bring down a historic dirty cop ring that was running through the DPD in the late 80s. And I believe that cooperation that led to that dirty cop ring in an FBI bust known as Operation Backbone is what kept him in there. And he upset so many people in the Wayne County bureaucracy that they intended on burying him under the jail cell.
Well, there is so much to this case, and why I know that you have studied it for many years and been a part of our special Shattered podcast, where folks can get up to speed much more on this very highly complicated case and all the tentacles that go along with it. Scott, thanks for talking with us this morning. I know you're going to continue to follow the release today and where Rick Wershe goes next. So we look forward to staying in touch with you. And we also just want to share that you were a part of our Shattered podcast on White Boy Rick, a podcast that you can still see right now. And you can also find more of Scott's comments and a look back at Wershe's remarkable ordeal on the special section we created on clickondetroit.com. So Scott, thank you very much for joining us.